So we've just had a delivery of plants. These are some of the larger shrubs that are going to go in my garden at Hellens. I'll be placing everything today, which means setting everything out, and then it's going to take about 2 days, I would think, to plant it all. It's very exciting because this really starts to bring the garden to life. So Jan, you're the head gardener here at Hellens now, and you've grown me some fantastic plants. I mean, all the oregano and everything is going to be beautiful, isn't it?
It is, definitely. Yeah.
So I've nearly finished laying everything out for this first planting, and then you and your team are going to be taking over.
We are.
There's just one area I wanted to talk to you about, because the whole of this is aromatic, so obviously we're going to be digging in some grit, because you've got heavy clay here, haven't you?
Yes, that's put some in already.
Yeah. Now here, I've designed it so that we can get a wheelchair all the way round. At the moment you can't get into the centre, and I want to make a sort of secret, slightly secret, way in that's a bit aromatic.
Good idea.
So as you wheel the wheels across, say across this section, so we've got to think about how we do that, because your son is in a wheelchair, isn't he? So he can come and try it for us.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe a double row of bricks just in the planting, and as you push him over.
Yeah.
And what do you think we could plant? This is a little bit more shady here, so it's a bit more difficult for scented plants. I mean, I wondered about lily of the valley would do well, but then it's only certain times a year.
Chamomile maybe, but I don't think
chamomile might not be sunny enough. Maybe some more of the oregano. I think you had some chives in there.
Got lots of chives.
Yeah, so we'll put a lovely run of chives across there.
Yeah.
But what do you think so far?
Wonderful.
Do you?
I can't wait to get planted.
Yeah, brilliant. So what I wanted to show you here, this border is going to be sort of veiled. I don't want heavy shrubs in here. I want it to be much more light with movement and texture. And so I'm using some of these steeper gigantea. We'll probably put a little bit of grit in when we plant them, because they like it a little bit more free draining than Hellens soil. And then in amongst it, we'll have lots of perennials. This is a good example. It looks nothing at the moment, but it's probably one of my favourite plants. It's called Verbena bonariensis, and it will come up to 6 feet tall, has this lovely sort of box stem, so it moves in the wind but doesn't break. Same with these will come up to a good 6 feet tall. And the verbena particularly is brilliant for wildlife. It's brilliant for bees, for that late nectar. So this will be a real textural border, but you'll be able to sit where you are now and look through it to the rest of the garden. So now I'm setting out according to the plan. I've got a sort of detailed planting plan, so I'm placing all the plants and tweaking it a bit as I go. And one of the really key things about this garden for me is scent. I want lots of scent. I want the garden to really hug you in. And this is a classic plant. It's just finishing now, but it's still giving us a lot of scent. And this is a skimia. It's one called Q Green. It's a beautiful plant. It won't berry up like the other skimias, but for scent and all year evergreen structure, it's fantastic.